everyone, and thank you very much for coming back. And if you're new to my channel, you are really welcome. So of course, you know, we have all seen, or I'm sure we have all seen by now, the trailer, some sort of footage that was released at D23 Expo of the trailer for Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Now, there has been a bit of a slip up from Disney on their official Star Wars website, and you know, I just thought that I would come on and give my 2 cents about it. Now, of course, I have seen the trailer, the D23 of Rise of Skywalker, because I have already done my trailer reaction, which I will put in the video description of this video in case anybody hasn't had the chance to see it yet. But basically, guys, the quick version of what happened was one of the editors who works for the official website for Star Wars had put out, you know, a thing about a breakdown pretty much of what you got to see within that trailer in detail. And what the editor had done is let something slip. Now, you know the scene in the trailer that was brought out that showed Rey with a dual-bladed lightsaber. The same kind of lightsaber that, of course, is wielded by Darth Maul. Now, what I find very interesting before we carry on, sorry, just really briefly, I did mention this in my trailer reaction, that I thought it was interesting that they showed Darth Maul at the beginning when they were going through, you know, the whole nostalgia stuff with Han Solo and Princess Leia and Billy D. Williams and all that. And then, of course, you know, you seen him with his dual-bladed lightsaber, and then you also seen a very quick clip, you know, it's like 1 or 2 seconds, you know, maybe 3 seconds at the most, of Rey with hers. So it was almost like what they're doing, guys, just really quickly before we move on to what the editor had put on the website, is what I think they are doing, and I did pretty much go over this in my trailer reaction as well, is they're thinking, right, okay, Palpatine is in this movie for nostalgia straight away. Then I think I'm onto something here, is they've said to themselves, right, show Darth Maul at the beginning of this, right, and among all the other stuff that they'll not even maybe notice, right? And I did notice this when I was watching the trailer is, and I know I've already mentioned this, he was trained as a secret apprentice by Palpatine. So the way they're thinking of it is he trained him in the dark side, right? So then is that what's going to happen with Rey? You know, is she going to be, you know, turning and going into the dark side? They thought that we would maybe think that, right? But of course it's not, you know what I mean? But let's get on to what this editor said, and I am going to be looking down because I have it written on a page and I don't want to be, you know, miswording it. So basically, you know, there was a whole pile of stuff that it wrote about, you know, the breakdown of the trailer, which I'm not going to read that all out, of course. You can go to Star Wars website if you so wish to do so. But the end of the paragraph said, guys, the new footage, including a moment where Rey appears to toss a fully ignited lightsaber, and of course, the vision of Rey. Now that has since been updated, and they've changed the word vision, you know, the vision of Rey, to the sight of Rey. Now, whether or not that sentence is still there, even in general, even with the word sight that it was updated to, who knows? I haven't checked the past, you know, few hours. So here is the thing, right? I think that the editor that put this up, now if you re-listen to this, right, this part here, appears to toss a fully ignited lightsaber, and of course, so the way I'm looking at this is that part, of course, wasn't needed at all. In fact, if anything, the part, and of course the vision of Rey, wasn't needed. What to me, all that was needed there was the new footage, including a moment where Rey appears to toss a fully ignited lightsaber, full stop, start your little next sentence there, right? So the editor has either, he's probably, I most likely think, done this on purpose, or kind of as like a hint of, like, you know, fans, don't be so silly. Of course, Disney's not going to, you know, have the guts to have her go into the dark side. Of course, as in fans, look, let's be real. Are we really going to show that big of a spoiler in the trailer at D23? So to me, using the word of course, I think, was the editor's way of going, is it not blatantly obvious? I would imagine myself, most Star Wars fans have found it fairly obvious. It was massively obvious that this was only a vision. I mean, think about it. I know I mentioned this again in my trailer reaction, but it would be like when The Force Awakens was coming out, right? they wouldn't have had, spoiler alert ahead if you haven't seen The Force Awakens. Kylo Ren kills Han Solo. They are not going to show that moment, that big moment, spoiler, in the trailer that they released for The Force Awakens. So to me, what this editor done, maybe he knows the outcome of the movie as well. Who knows who they sort of tell. I don't know. No one knows what this editor knows, basically. What I think is it could also have been maybe a bit of a slip up or a bit of a mistake. But to me, as I say, I don't see the need for that last part of the sentence. And the word "of course," it's almost like it was hinting toward that. And like I say, with the whole Darth Maul thing at the beginning of the trailer that they showed, I think that was sort of like what would you call, like a subliminal messaging type of thing to let you sort of think, right, okay, Palpatine trained him as a secret apprentice, and then we've got Rey, okay, and then Palpatine's in Rise of Skywalker. So, that's what they're doing. And, they know as well, Star Wars fans aren't just going to watch that trailer once. I didn't just watch it once. Obviously, I had watched it for the first time when I did my actual, trailer reaction, I suppose live in the sense that it was live as I was recording it, and then I obviously put it up on the internet for, whoever in the world was interested to hear what I had to, say. But to me, this isn't really that big of a deal, in my opinion, because the editor hasn't actually done anything wrong, in my personal opinion, because, the editor has pretty much written something that I would have imagined most people would have grasped from the trailer, and Star Wars fans or whatever that have seen these other movies as a build-up, that why would they do that? And even if they are going to do that, and Disney are that thick as a doorknob, right? There's a doorknob behind me, right? Pretend that's Disney, right? Then they are openly letting us know just how dumb they are. But not only that, but realising and recognising how dumb they actually are. Now, yes, okay, it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't think they have the guts to take her in that direction. I think it was a vision, like I said in my trailer reaction. I don't think it's anything more than that, and I don't even think it'll be a part that's going to be shown long in the movie. I think it'll maybe be like 80 seconds to maybe up to 3 minutes, if even. But they're using it as the hype for us to go and watch the movie. But yet, look, there's actually memes that have been made out of that part, that quick clip of her. So it's not hyping anybody, dear Disney. It's not hyping anybody. And from anyone else I've heard from, the Kylo Ren and Rey going up against each other again in the trailer and the poster ain't hyping anybody either, Disney. So you know what I mean? But this to me isn't a big deal. I do not think this is a big deal. The editor hasn't done anything wrong, because from what I'm seeing, I won't know until I go and see the movie, right? But I don't think Disney would openly be... Would they be that stupid? Probably yes. But I mean, if this happens in the movie, Disney, wow, like how desperate. So yous are going to actually possibly have Rey go to the dark side, right? And you've put that in the trailer, in the freaking trailer. I know it's not like a proper trailer that's come out yet. I know it was just, like a special look thing for D23. I know that. But if that happens, I will just laugh, and I will do a really funny movie review. So get ready for a really funny movie review of me poking fun. But, let's face it, that would just be so hilariously ridiculous. I would laugh so loud in the cinema that people in front of me will look behind and be like, what's your problem? And I'd be like, Disney put this in the trailer. That's why I'm laughing. Like, what a big spoiler that they have just thrown in there to that trailer. Oh dear. And if that is the case, that just shows their utter desperation to get bums on seats. Like, do you know what? We have nothing better to offer. We have nothing new to bring to the table here for Star Wars. We don't know anything about Star Wars lore. So what we're going to do is, what do we have that would look good for the trailer then? What do we have that's going to hype people and get everybody talking on the internet, get YouTubers such as me, YouTube content creators, to make a video about? I know we're going to just have to drop the biggest spoiler out there, which is Rey, with her dual lightsaber at the end, yeah. Make people think that she's going to go to the dark side. No, I don't think so. But if so, I will make one heck of a movie review when this movie comes out. in December. And there's another thing, just really quickly before we go, and do let me know down in the comment section, guys, all your thoughts and opinions on this, about, you know, what the editor had put at the end of that paragraph, and what you think was the reasoning for it, how you think this mistake happened. I was going somewhere there, guys. That's where it was. That's where it was. There's a couple of other things I want to say about it. The 20th of December, I think, is a silly date for them to be bringing it out. I don't really particularly want to be going to the cinema around then. It's going to be too packed. It's Christmas. I want to sit in a comfy, cosy pair of freaking well socks. I want to have a hot chocolate with marshmallows and, you know, some sort of chocolate, some sort of cinnamon candle lit, some sort of magicalness going on. I have my curtains open, by the way, and I'm sure people are walking by like, what is that agent doing, standing talking to what looks like a wall from where they're standing from? But yeah, I mean, let me know what you think on all of this. I think it's hilarious too, the way they keep on trying to advertise it, like this Christmas, to get it in your head. And they know all the parents are going to take them around Christmas because they're going to be feeling all magical and, you know, in the mood and the oh, do you know what, son? Yeah, I'll take you to go to see a cinema. Something else that I wanted to say that was important regarding this, but you know what, it's just completely went off my head because I'm one of these type of people where I just go off on a tangent and I go from one place to another. But that's just the way I am. I'm random, I'm crazy, whatever. Advice to Disney. I've already said this. You want to be thinking about bringing out an actual trailer. Please tell me that you have something else in the movie that is going to interest me more and excite me more. I don't want to see things I have already seen before. Been there, done that. Does that make sense, guys? Thanks very much for watching. And you know what? I nearly had a bit of a panic before I started this video because I love these earrings that I'm wearing, right? They're like little shamrocks. Probably can't even really see them. But I thought that I had lost them, guys, and I was like, oh my gosh. Well, I didn't think I'd lost them, actually, tell a lie. I found one of them and I couldn't find the other one, but it had dropped out of like the little thing that I keep them in, and it went into the drawer. Panic station mode over. That wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been good crack. That would have been bad crack if that had happened. But anyways, guys, I really appreciate all the support. We are so close, and I say we because I wouldn't have this channel without you, honestly. You know, my house is your house sort of thing, do you know what I mean? You know. Now, listen. What? Anyways, guys, I wouldn't be at near 10,000 subscribers without you. And we are so close. It was my dream and my goal to actually get to 10,000 subscribers by Christmas Eve, I think it was, I said. But you know what I mean? We're way, you know, Christmas Eve's a good bit away, you know. We're not even in September yet, so we've got September, October, November, December, 4 more months. So I really do believe we're going to hit the 10K before Christmas. So that is going to be so exciting. So thank you so much for all the wonderful, kind words of support. And not only that, but the confidence building comments. I've been getting comments saying like, oh, I really, you know, love your videos. People have been really loving the Ireland location series that I have been doing. People have also been loving the new series that I've started, and I've did 2 episodes so far, where every Friday I pick like an old classic retro movie. It's called Retro Fridays, the series. So don't forget to join me tomorrow night for Retro Fridays, where I pick a movie, you know, that I really love. And it's not so much a movie review, but just me sort of discussing the movie and things like that. And people have been loving that too. I get so many comments about my accent. I get so many people saying, are you Scottish or Irish? Just to let you know, I am Irish. But I love that compliment because you know what? Like, I've been to Edinburgh and it's beautiful. So, you know, I don't mind, but it's so funny. Like, that's the main questions I keep getting. That nice Scottish accent. I love your Scottish accent. You sound like the girl from Disney's Brave movie and things like that. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. I've been having it since I started my YouTube channel nearly 2 years ago now. So I'm used to those comments anyhow. It's a compliment anyways. I don't mind, guys. But it's funny, like, you know, the amount of comments that I get on a daily basis on every video. But anyways, guys, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, the whole way from Ireland, and if you live in Ireland, then it's not really the whole way from, but kind of just like, here you go. But everyone else around the world, thank you very much. One thing that I have always had a goal with this channel is this, I'm going to tell you this, is that I've always wanted to come across as me and, you know, not sort of like create, like, because, you know, I don't want it to make it look like I'm being too professional or coming across as like being not myself. I just want to be myself, and I didn't think that so many people would actually, sort of, I didn't think that, obviously I knew I would get subscribers, but I didn't think I would get this big of an audience through being my crazy self. So that means so much to me. That means the world to me, that people actually like my randomness and like my personality. And that has always been one of my biggest goals, is that people also feel that, when I'm chatting, that I'm chatting like to a friend or a family member or something like that. And the way I talk to you on camera, quite literally, if you see me talking to my boyfriend or me talking to my mum and being like trying to be funny or whatever, and I know I'm not really funny, but I like to try. My dad always tries to be funny on a daily basis, so maybe that's where I get it from. He's crazy, I'm crazy, and oh my goodness, the two of us together in a room all my days. So, that means the world to me when I get comments saying, I actually got a comment the other day saying that what I love is the fact that she comes across as she's just talking to us as friends. Thank you, seriously, for that comment, because that is exactly my aim, and that's not the only comment I've received on that. So yeah, I should shut up now anyways. Right, thanks so much for watching, guys, and until my next video, which is tomorrow, so please don't be forgetting, if you're free and if you're available and you want to come and watch my crazy self talking about a really good retro old movie. I'll give you a clue. Well, it's not really a clue, but it is a movie, just to let you know, from 1987. The year that I was brought onto this planet. Big sorry for everybody. Don't forget, until then, that the Force will be with you always.